Hello everyone, Guru TV. This is Jason Sutton coming to you from the lab here at the Dana Rader Golf School. And I wanted to share with you a putting lesson that I did today and show you a little bit about how I use the Kure. We've talked about the Kure in some of my past videos and a training aid that I've been using to help my students putt better, and show you how I use it during a lesson, and show you some video that I shot today with one of my students. This is Daniel. He's a college player from Appalachian State, and we did a lesson today because he was struggling with his putting a little bit. And what we found was he was aiming too far to the left and actually cutting across the ball a little bit and then having to block the ball at the target. So he was having to hold on to the face or actually come into it with a little bit of an open face in order to make the putt. So we made a few changes, and this is his original stroke before the change. So you'll see a couple of things here that I don't like. He's a little tall at address. I like to get my students at about 120 or under in their setup position, and I'll show you how I did that here in a second. And also his elbows were a little bit too wide and his arms weren't connected enough for my liking. So I'll show how this affected the stroke, and you'll see as he takes it back, the right arm tends to drift a little bit away from his body, and the putter swings a little outside the line. So he's got a little bit of an outside-in stroke, and in order to make the putt, he had to hold the face a little bit open and kind of block it out to the target because his impact position wasn't bad. So I described the changes that we were going to make. As we'll see here a little bit with the after. Got him on the Kure, which got him aiming the putter face better. The first thing he says is, I feel like I'm aiming to the right. And of course he's going to feel like that because he's used to aiming left. So immediately started changing his feedback and his perception of how he should be aligned to the target. And then I like to use the putting arc to really start to hone in on path and face with the alignment. So I got him set up a little bit better, as we'll see here in the after, but this is the training phase here as we started working with the arc, and you can see in the distance, here's the Kure podium there, a little spider as I call it. So he's got the light, so he's aiming properly, and then he keeps the club on a better plane, and then you can see after he hits it, he gets the green light, which is highly rare because he actually got the green light first time, which was amazing, which shows that he's got a square face and his shaft is leaning a little bit towards the target. So that was excellent. He started making some good rolls. He said it felt more solid right away. As you can see, here's the face-on view. He's got a little bit of a press there, which I like. So we're trying to really feel like that right arm stays a little more connected, and you can see that nice impact position. And right on through. A little bit disconnected with the left arm there. We would address that later, but he was really working on a couple of things. Didn't want to add anything to it, and he was rolling it right at the hole. So that was a good change for him. So if we look at the before and then the after, I had him take his sweater off so you could actually see his arms. The changes that I made were, getting his elbows a little closer to his side, getting his upper arms more connected, and also getting his legs a little bit straighter, okay, which relaxed his neck a little bit there to get the angles where I wanted them. So we got it in the parameters that I like to see, and it got basically his eyes looking down on the ball a little bit better. So here he is again working with the Kure without the arc. And you can see a natural arc to the stroke down. So it really changed his path pretty quick. This was in a matter of about 10 minutes. I mean, it wasn't even an hour lesson. We just worked on it a little bit after we worked on his full swing. So I'm talking 10, 15 minutes tops that I was able to make this kind of change with a player's stroke just by, addressing some slight setup issues, and then also getting them to aim properly and getting them a little bit more connected. And you can see once again he got the green light. He was pretty excited about that, which I was too. And the ball is going right in the hole. So if you look at the difference here, we'll put the overlay on. Match them up. There you go. So here was before. As you can see, it goes way outside. And then here's after. For those of you that believe that the putting stroke has a little arc to it, which I do, I think that's pretty good. And he started holding putts, which is even better. So here you can see the ball started way left of the line even. It's a good example. And then I'll show you the after. Face on. And one of the things I like to do is just put the shaft up so he's got 3 degrees of forward shaft length at the start. Adds just a couple more degrees. And then you can see he's right back to a nice impact position there, which is going to create a nice roll for him. And he actually kept his left arm a little more connected that time. So just an idea of how I use the Kure. If any of you guys are interested, or students are interested, you can order it. You can check it out on my blog. I've got a couple of videos. And you can also use this discount code to get a little savings for Christmas. I know many of my students have already taken advantage of this and have bought them and are just loving it. And I'm seeing just dramatic results because of it. So thanks for checking out the blog. I hope this was helpful. Give you a little insight into some of the things I teach with putting, and then really how quickly you can change your stroke with a couple of good training aids and some coaching, and you'll be putting better before you know it. So thanks for just hook up the blog there. Thanks for checking out the blog, and I will see you next time on Guru TV. Have a great Christmas, everyone, and good luck with your golf.